Okay, now we're good.
All
Sorry.
right. Hey, everybody out there listening. Yeah. Hey, everybody listening out there in podcast land. This is Joey from LA.
Yeah,
This is Andrew from also LA.
that's right.
This is Stefan, currently in Denver.
That's my boy.
Yo, yo.
And it's Maddie from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I don't get no hype. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh!
We're in LA right now under a red sun.
Yeah.
It's the end of times here in LA.
That sounds epic as fuck.
The ash is falling, dude.
Ashes falling. Silent Hill out here.
Oh shit. You guys, you know what to do. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. If anybody seen Invitation, the sun is the red light. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Red means
LA's
go.
down.
As the ashes fall, a hero will rise. All right, anyway, we wanted to finish up Stranger Things, our conversation, because last time Maddie said that he wanted to discuss it after we had all seen it. And just a quick warning, this is going to be spoilerific because we're talking about the end of the season and all that stuff. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to skip this part. Anyway, who did anybody want to lead this part off, talking about Stranger Things?
Let's go with Maddie.
I mean, what else is there to say? This show's fucking incredible. It's everything I love from my childhood, all the films that I grew up with. I mean, from the first shot of the kids playing D&D, then the pan over and it's the Thing poster by John Carpenter, dude. They had me. I fell in love. I didn't even really need anything else. I mean, I just, like I said before, I think this is what Super 8 was trying to be, but the Duffer Brothers have been like, you know what, we're going to take that, kick the shit out of it, and make a fucking better throwback to 80s things that we grew up with. I'm sure these guys are like our same age or slightly older and then just wanted to see something like this. I can't wait for season 2. I literally have no idea where they're going to take us on this kind of on this journey, but I'm ready. Bring it on. Next month would be great if you had a season 2 ready to go.
Hello, hello.
And Johnson is here.
Yeah,
How's it going, Johnson?
yeah, good.
Great. I'm going to send you the list of our things we're going to be talking about. There you go.
All right. I mean, I probably can't stay on too terribly long. But
Okay. Have you seen Stranger Things?
I have 2 episodes left. Yeah. It's really
Oh my god, just cancel this. We'll do it next time.
Yeah, there's like not
Even
much
though
we can go
Johnson
into.
thoughts and feels.
I
good.
know.
Shit. Well, that's why I said I'll just stick around for a bit.
Okay.
Do you like it so far, Johnson?
Oh, dude, it's great. Yeah, I love it.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes, all I ever wanted.
I feel
Yeah, I
Johnson
mean, what's
hated
not
it,
to
I
love
need to
about it?
reassess.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like if you hate it, I need to reassess my life and my viewing choices.
As you should. As you should. Reassess our friendship and everything. But yeah, I mean, what's not to love? It's like 80s cool with like sci-fi small town, like kids, group of nerdy kids doing their thing, and Matthew Modine. I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And David Harbour, I looked him up today. That's the police chief.
Yeah, what else was he on? He looks familiar.
I'm not sure.
I was telling Andrew he's in. He's been in a couple things. I'm blanking on it as well, but he's in the
He's in
Suicide
Suicide-
Squad trailer.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
But of course, yeah, obviously the movie as well. But
Oh, yeah, he's the guy at that table talking about if Superman came to the
Yeah.
White House.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Him and the kid, the toothless kid, are my favorite.
Yeah, Toothless, he's cool.
He's so great, and yeah, it's all good, man. It's such an awesome show. Man, Johnson, the main shit I wanted to talk about is
I
like
know,
the
please.
last episode,
Oh,
man.
shit. Yeah, well, save that part. Switch up the order, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna have to switch it up. So we're gonna go straight into Star Trek Beyond. I don't even know. Have you seen this, Johnson?
No, but go ahead.
All right.
I heard it's just fun. I'm sure there's not like anything to spoil. Yeah.
It's not as we can talk about it without spoiling it too much. So everybody have seen this except for Johnson, right?
Yeah.
So
Let me ask you, do
yeah.
Klingons appear at all?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
god damn it. Why are they fucking
I know.
jerking us around with that?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We'll get him in the fourth movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then-
Joey, you go first.
I liked it a lot. Again, this was another movie that the trailers didn't really, go into, so you kind of didn't really know what was going on. But it was solid. Good action. I liked what's her name? Sophie. I'm blanking on
Was
her
she
name.
the alien chick?
Yeah, in the white.
Yeah, she was
I'm blanking on her
awesome.
name. She was cool. I liked her, just her little like setup and kind of all the little weapons and gadgets that she had. She's kick ass.
Hot as fuck alien.
Yeah.
She
I think
rules.
so.
I love how much Simon Pegg gave Scotty his due in this one. Really,
Oh yeah,
really
he's-
put in a lot of good Scotty moments.
Yeah, Scotty has more to do than we've ever seen before, I think, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Simon Pegg wrote the script with some other guy, Doug Young. So there's a lot of like, they make something out of that character. Cause, I mean, Scotty was always cool enough, but he was just the guy in the engineering bay or whatever. But in this movie, you kind of see him down on the ground level and like in the thick of it with them all, and it was awesome. It was just kind of funny how they incorporated Scotty's character more into this. I like what they've done by acknowledging. Well, I guess spoiler free. I thought it was pretty fun. There are parts where they're like, yeah, Star Trek. They're kind of openly admitting like Star Trek is about something else in the Gene Roddenberry.
Stefan, you're kind of breaking up again, man. Kind of hard to hear.
Is this any better?
Sort of, but you're still a weak connection.
Yeah. Anyway, well, you guys go ahead. Go on. I thought it was awesome.
Indeed, I think it was like one of the most fun Star Trek movies we've ever seen. Like, probably like as tightly written and edited and all that. That first reboot's still the best, probably, but this is definitely better than Into Darkness. And to see Simon Pegg have a lot more lines and I don't know, the fun part with the Beastie Boys song and them. He said it was like going to challenge the idea of the Federation and Star Trek in general, which it kind of did, but it didn't.
not at least. Yeah.
Yeah, it did not at length. It was like that was kind of the villain's main thing, but it still didn't go over too much. I don't know. Anyway, it was just fun and made sense, and it's a good one. It's one of the good ones.
Oh,
Maddie-
I loved it. I thought it was good. Yeah, I know. I definitely thought it was leaps and bounds better than Into Darkness. Yeah, man, it was really good. It was kind of sad watching Anton. Just
Yeah.
and then at the end when they were like for Anton, it's nice to see. I like that they gave Scotty more of a role. Also, I feel like Bones had a bigger role than
Yeah.
definitely the second one. Because I love Carl Urban, and I think he's great as Bones. I think him and Spock just doing their own thing was great. Because you always see like him and Kirk together, so it was great to get him with another character that, they kind of like are almost like very similar in like the way they act almost. Because like Bones is very direct, same as Spock. So it's really funny their interaction to hear them like complain about stuff and not bullshit one another, whereas like they might bullshit Kirk a little more. Because he needs that like optimism to get through these trials,
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch their adventuring, and that I really like how they split a lot of them up. I like that Kirk was with like Chekhov and stuff. It was
What was
just
cool because it established their like friendships, which generally Star Trek kind of about, not necessarily about like. I mean, it is about characters. With the movie, we hadn't seen that yet. We kind of got the relationship.
Stefan, you're still breaking up, man. It's
Alright.
you can't really hear it too well. Okay. Yeah, to see like Scotty do engineering things, and then there's like scenes where Bones is doing doctor things, and a lot. I noticed a lot of the lines that Uhura had to do with language too. Why do you speak this, and that? I think Scotty had one line where he's like, "You're speaking, is that English or whatever?" But it seemed like they definitely they tried to play into the fact that Uhura was a linguist. So I don't know. I thought that was really cool, and everybody is the best at their jobs apparently. So I love seeing that stuff, and Sulu being the best pilots, things like that.
Yeah.
There's this in Next Generation. There's this episode where one of the crew members is like acting up or something, and then Riker says, "I don't know how things happen on other ships, but you're on the Enterprise now. Like the Enterprise is the top of the top. Everybody on the Enterprise is the best at their job. Period." And that's always been one of the really cool things about the show. It's not just that that's the best captain, that's the best engineer, that's the best linguist, that's the best, whatever.
Yeah, I definitely agree with people saying that it's definitely like a Star Trek episode. The movie
Right.
sort of plays like that. And also, I remember like them talking about them sort of being in like space for a long time. They sort of mention it that they've been there for like out for 2 or 3 years at that point. I would have liked to see like I don't know more of like them delve into that more of being out in space for like 2 or 3 years and just on the ship and sort of playing around with that idea. But
Space madness.
Yeah, just kind of like they mentioned a little bit, but I liked a little bit more. But it was a fun ride, man. Definitely enjoyable.
I feel like it's hard to do all that exploration stuff like that you love from the show in a 2-hour film. Like
Right.
they're trying to give you a solid story because if they explored for like half that film and nothing really happened and they're just like negotiating contracts, people would be like, "This is the most boring Star Trek I've ever seen." Because some stuff works better episodic than it does in a 2-hour film.
Yes.
So like when people complain about the new Star Trek, I'm like, listen, they're action movies. You have to like go into Star Trek thinking that shit. Like they're trying to tell a short story in a short amount of time. It's like, I don't know. I like the new Star Trek movies, but I mean, also I did like the way the movie started. I thought it was very funny. I thought the jokes were really great in this one.
Oh,
I thought
definitely.
There was a lot of lightheartedness. There's also like a lot of like emotional moments in it as well, like when you think Kirk and Spock are gonna leave, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. I thought it was all around. I thought it was a great time at the movies. I hope Simon Pegg gets to write more of these. I hope they're like I don't know why they didn't do this sooner. Like you have Simon Pegg, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, some of the greatest comedies to come out in the last couple of years, and you're like, nah, we'll just have him act in this and not really give him that big of a part. It's like, have this motherfucker write and act, do it all. He can even direct the next one. I don't give a fuck.
He probably will at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind like Justin Lin, man. Like people were always
No.
like, "Oh, the guy from Fast and the Furious." I'm like, he's a director, dude. He didn't write the script. It's like,
Yeah.
He's got good visual style. So as long as it looks like space and there's a fucking Enterprise there, I'm good to go.
Yeah, as long as they don't mess up the script too much, and so he keeps the action and the visuals good and the comedy going. I mean, it's already there. It's a good combination.
Yeah, I liked every bit of it. There's not a dull moment in that film for me where I was just like, oh my god, hurry up. I feel like Into Darkness, I was doing that more. I was like, ugh, what is happening even now? I don't
Right.
even care.
They try to get a little too heavy with that one, and they try to pay too much homage to the old ones. And this one, they didn't really care about any of that. They just wanted to do. It's an homage to an episode, not to a movie. So they kept it smaller. Like Khan was Into Darkness was an homage to a whole other movie, and that maybe they got too caught up in that.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like keeping it simple with like what Simon Pegg did, and even in the first one, is the way they should continue this series.
I thought they were going to end it. Now they're talking about 4. I thought that like Into Darkness, it was like kind of a misstep, and this was going to end the whole thing. But it seems like they're back on their feet, and there's going to be a sequel to this one.
Well, dude, I mean, this thing's gonna make shit tons of money, dude. I mean,
Yeah, Seems like nothing big comes out either, right? For a while.
Bourne
Jason
next
Bourne.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. God damn it. Crazy
Is
summer, man.
Is that because you have to go see it, or you just
No,
don't
it's just
care
like every
about
week there's some big ass shit we gotta see.
it? Dude, it's summer. What do you mean? This is summer. This is life.
I know. So my hype with San Diego Comic-Con this week too. It's been like my hype levels have like fucking gone nuts.
Andrew, if nothing was coming out, we'd be complaining about how nothing's coming out.
I know, no. I don't want to make it seem like
Nothing much to watch.
the reason I said that was because I wanted Star Trek to have more of a run unto itself. I forgot that Jason Bourne's probably going to dethrone it next weekend.
Oh shit.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see like what happens when Bourne comes out. Because I mean, it's been a while, and I mean, I don't know. I haven't really heard much about it, like, but it could, as it gets closer, it could be more hype and stuff. Because I was I was all set to see Star Trek, and then you were posting like the percentage on Rotten Tomatoes and shit. Now, whoa! I mean, I'm already gonna see this, but I'm excited that Andrew's excited.
You know what? I'm actually a closet Trekkie fan, man. I really love Next Generation so much, and holy shit, who's rustling around this much? Sorry, whoever that is, that's really loud. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm like a big Trekkie fan. I love that idea of it being connected to this timeline, and it's a better future. Like if you compare now to the Dark Ages, we're 1,000 times better than then. Like think about the Inquisition and shit, and think about 500 years from now, and that was Gene Roddenberry's idea. There's a lot of like negative sci-fi out there, like the Matrix and stuff, which is cool and everything, but Roddenberry's idea is that it'll probably be better overall, and so Star Trek is classified in this like positive sci-fi thing. So that's cool, and I like that they're like a Peace Corps, a peacekeeping mission. It's not a war. They're just trying to keep the peace. They're trying to, you know, all that jazz. I like Star Trek a lot, so I was posting a lot about it. That's why.
Stefan, you sound a little better.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, cool. Good. I did something different.
We're back.
Yeah, I'm with you, Andrew. I love Star Trek: The Next Generation.
It's just like, look, I think Star Wars is awesome. I will see every one of them. I'll buy the toys or whatever. But I don't know, man. Like Star Trek talks about like bigger issues, and like, I don't know, man. It's like philosophical in a way, whereas Star Wars is mythological.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference there. So. Like when you watch an episode of First Generation, you like some of the heavy episodes, you'll like question life and think about the gravitas of everything, and it's just like, I don't know. That's it. I really love.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking great, and I think that's most people's complaint with the new movies, is that it's not enough of that. You know, like real brainy. But you know, Chris Pine was one of the ones who said it too. He's just like, you can't really make a brainy Star Trek movie with this day's audience, which sounds like a pretty depressing statement, but I think really what it is like the speed at which we're taking information, and at the movies, like we're sitting there for 2 hours. That's a long time for us now, considering a lot of our media is just seconds long on Facebook and shit. So I think like, you know, they're trying to get across these big ideas as well as tell a good story, as well as entertain you, you know, make it fucking worth the. You know, you don't learn about how a roller coaster is made while you're riding a roller coaster.
Yeah, I think you're right, and Maddie also is right. It's just you got 2 hours. I would like them to do more of the like brainy stuff for the show that they're making.
This is probably one of the shortest blockbuster movies we've seen in a while. It's like 2 hours, 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Most of the big ones now are like they're at 2.5 hours. Like Civil War was 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
They did a lot of good stuff, you know, within a 2 hour time frame.
Batman vs Superman was 8 hours long.
Felt
Oh man. So is that it for Star Trek Beyond?
Yeah, I saw another movie this weekend, the horror film Lights Out.
Uh-huh. How was
It
that?
was solid. It was a
Yeah.
solid little horror movie.
Is that the one that's based off that like short film where the girl's like in bed turning off the light and then turning
Yeah.
it back on? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it PG-13?
It probably is.
Yeah.
I know there is definitely blood in it, and they probably didn't. It's not very gory, but there's definitely like blood, and you can see like I think guys gets his eyes gouged out, but you don't see it happen. You just see the end result. That's the beginning of the movie. But it's pretty spooky. It deals with like sort of parenting and like dealing with your children a little bit, and like the social services come in, they're trying to figure out like what's up with everything that's going on. I won't go too far into it, but the little demon or the girl, woman, whatever she is, was pretty spooky, and her like backstory is pretty scary. And overall, it was like a 80-minute movie, and again, that was just like super tight, not much, not very meaty, but the scares are really good, so it was a solid horror movie.
Sweet. I don't think I've seen a trailer for it. Cool. So we're gonna move on to San Diego shit.
Cool.
Johnson, you've been quiet. Have you seen any of the trailers?
Yeah, most of them.
one?
That Justice League one.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Is it like some apocalypse happened or some shit? Like,
So the deal is that those visions that Batman was seeing in Batman vs Superman were visions from Steppenwolf, which is somebody that works under Darkseid. I don't know why they didn't go with Darkseid, but
So is the world all fucked up in this one, or what's the
it's
deal?
going to be apocalyptic probably, and so Batman's trying to gather all the heroes to form the Justice League for this battle.
All right, that's cool.
That's the deal, yeah.
Mm.
So
And the Wonder Woman is World War One's really hot right now with like the new Battlefield
oh yeah,
Wonder Woman movie.
that was a pretty awesome trailer though, man. That golden lasso and shit,
Yeah, that was rad.
that glowing.
Fucking Wonder Woman cannot fucking wait, man. That shit looked hot.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. It's kind of what you want. It's like hitting everything that you want from a Wonder Woman movie, you know?
I didn't even know what I wanted, but that's it. It's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Her like getting shot at and like blocking the bullets with the shield, and you can just like see this like the weight of the bullets hitting the shield each time.
Dude,
That was really
that's
good.
my shit.
I love it, dude. she's such a badass, man.
Yeah, she is.
You see the rest of the Amazons like going, and one girl's like flipping and like turning around and shooting her bow at someone, and
Dude, if we make some like 300 type scenes with all women army, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
It looks good.
Amazon warrior bitches just running up on people.
That shit looks pretty incredible, I have to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see that shit like 3 times just for like support. Let's make more of this shit.
And I actually really like Chris Pine too. Like, it'll be cool to see him. Gonna be a lot more of these like supporting dude roles, like what's his face played in Ghostbusters too. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, Hemsworth.
now that you're having more like women heroes taking the forefront and stuff, like that kind of character is gonna be rewritten for a male character. You know what I mean? Like the support love interest.
Good.
The male Lois Lane. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. And it's like, and that trailer made it a point to be like, yo, this is a fucking woman superhero movie. It's Wonder Woman. Like, we don't need your fucking men. It was like,
Dude,
had
that's
those like really feminist, like female forward kind of lines that they made it a point to put emphasis on. I was like, this is crazy. This time we live in. This is pretty cool. It makes me excited for shit like Black Widow and whatever.
Yeah, like the secretary joke at the end of the trailer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Wonder
to
Woman
be
was
fair, I
created
don't
by a college professor that was a feminist at the time in like the 30s, dude. Like, that feminism shit is not something they tacked on during feminist movements afterwards. That's been part of Wonder Woman since the day one.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's, I mean, they're definitely. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It looks pretty fucking awesome, man. It was like, it feels like a female Thor or something, like DC's Thor.
Yeah.
True.
Partly in this magical land, and then it had a little bit of the Captain America 1 aesthetic with it being set during World War I and stuff. So, it'll be cool to see how the magical parts play in with a more historical setting, and not jumping right into modern day with fucking, as Andrew put it, Amazon warrior bitches.
Yeah, they said that they did this World War I thing because whenever she leaves Themyscira, her island full of women, she goes into the world of man and sees that the whole world is at war. So she sees like one of the worst times in human history, and she's like, men are stupid and women do everything better type of deal. That's it. I think that's how they're going to be writing it. True.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
I'm super excited about it. Like, can't wait.
Yeah, it looks fucking great. And are they hinting that Ares is the villain?
I mean, I don't know what they're. The last Wonder Woman I read was the Cliff Chang, and was it Brian Azzarello, Joey?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the last like couple ones I read, and that was very like mythology, God centered.
Yeah.
They were trying to steal this baby, and Diana was like trying to keep the baby safe, but all the gods wanted this baby for whatever reason. I never finished it just because like they changed artists and I think writers maybe.
Yeah, the baby was like another son of Zeus, I believe.
No, yeah.
So they're trying to get the baby back. All the other the sons of Zeus were coming out of the woodwork too.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be based like roughly on that, because I feel like that was like I don't know. I feel like it was doing pretty well. Like, I don't know.
There's a Zeus line too in the Justice League trailer, so they're definitely not straying away from that Greek mythology side like everybody thought they were going to.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yes, there was this big fear that DC was going to pussy out and not do the whole thing. There was this big rumor that they were going to be like a form of Kryptonians related to Superman.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
I think we're done with all that making up shit. Let's just go by the source material.
You got Jeff Johns in there now too, so I think we're going to see some good shit. I mean that whole Barry Allen being really funny, and that I heard you talk to Fish line and all that. That's badass as fuck. My favorite part of that trailer was Aquaman, actually.
What's up with Bruce Wayne having a sense of humor all of a sudden?
Right? Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I liked it. I liked all his lines, but it's like compared to just what I just saw in Batman vs Superman, that Batman was not funny at all.
Yeah.
So I like what I saw with the Justice League movie. I'm all for it. Looks good. Looks great. Actually, really surprised we even had any like in that footage at all. Because like everyone's like, it's a teaser. I'm like, that's a motherfucking first trailer if I ever seen one.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Teasers these days are no longer teasers.
Yeah,
I know, right?
A teaser back in the day was like
movie.
logos and then some music and then some dialogue.
Trailer.
It was like coming
Defenders
3 years from now.
is a teaser.
Exactly right. Yes.
But yeah,
dude.
If I had any doubts with like after seeing Batman vs Superman, like seeing Wonder Woman trailer and then the Justice League trailer, I'm like, all right, DC, I'm back in. You got me again.
Yeah.
But don't break my heart again.
Like, I know, right?
One heartbreak's all I can take. I'm too old for this shit.
Oh man. If they do that shit that happened in that Jeff Johns Justice League where there's a meme about it where Aquaman like throws up the trident and like a huge big ass great white pops out and bites a parademon or some shit, I'm gonna be, that's all I need out of that movie.
If that doesn't happen now that you've said it, Andrew, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
You've raised the bar.
Yeah, dude. Aquaman, dude, I'm looking forward to that shit.
Yeah.
Some people are hating on Jason Momoa, dude, but I think if he's like Dothraki king of the ocean, I'm like, that's what I need out of life.
He's hanging out in the bar like he's like
they're making him he's
hand.
the DC Wolverine.
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm okay with that.
I'm I'm all for it.
like
Bring it on.
wild and kind of like feral, you know what I mean, or he's animalistic really.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's not just, you know, making that joke of like I hear you talk to fish or whatever was such a cool lead up because he seems already like to be the most intense. I mean,
The
just
most what now? Say it again. Sorry.
intense characters.
It seems like that's the case, yeah. And also, it's in a like a bar, like a seafood restaurant. That seems to be kind of hinting at the Jeff Johns run as well. Am I right, Joey?
I can't say.
Oh, you haven't read that run?
No, I've not read much of Jeff John DC stuff. I kind of stick with Batman most of the time.
It's actually pretty good, and it's like there's like this big scene where he's in a seafood restaurant. They're like trying to explain his powers in the new 52 or whatever, and it's like, I heard you can talk to fish, and he says something like, I don't really talk to them, I send impulses to their brain or something. There's like a more updated scientific reason or a method of how he does it. And he said that it's not even mind control, it's more of a conversation or something like that. But it was good. It was good. There's even a line in the comic where he says, where some kid walks up to him and goes, "What's it like to be nobody's favorite superhero?" So it's really like self-aware and shit.
So is Superman going to be resurrected, or what's the deal?
Probably middle of the second act or beginning of third act.
Yeah.
The rumor is that he's going to have long hair, like early
That's
90s
dumb.
Superman.
That makes
I'm okay
sense.
with that.
He comes back from the dead and has long hair. That's
If he has early 90s mullet, I'm going to be okay with it. That's what I need.
That's dumb.
What if they do red and blue Superman?
They might as well do electric blue and white. Who gives a fuck at this point?
Yeah.
No, but you already saw there was the artwork from Comic-Con that they put up of them like assembled.
Yeah.
And his costume looks a little bit different and stuff. So yeah, it'll probably be like second act or something. But hopefully they just kind of like don't spend too much time on that.
I mean, he's already coming back at the end of the last movie. So how long is he going to be coming back?
Right.
That's I mean, who knows, right?
maybe we'll pull Luke Skywalker and it'll be like the last frame of the movie.
Man, I hope not, actually.
Dude, I honestly would just like to see like the core group that Batman's getting together to try to take on something that Superman could easily, could take on, possibly.
Right.
I would like to see this team do a lot without Superman. And then if he came in at the very end, like he's resurrected, it's like, okay, cool. What's the next Justice League movie going to be with Superman? I don't know. I mean, that's like that. This whole team that he is getting together seems like if Superman's not in, I'll be like, yes. Just because, I feel like all these characters are way more they're more fun than Superman to me.
They just got to give Henry Cavill something good to work with, really.
That's true. I think
because he's not a terrible actor, but it's just
he's not.
No, it's all the Superman faults are not his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
so it'd be cool if they lighten him up a little bit.
He could crack a smile, he's an actor. He can do it. He could laugh. He could give us hope, but it just hasn't happened yet. Zack Snyder doesn't like smiling.
Batman smiling, he does.
Yeah, maybe so, yeah.
Isn't he directing this film, though?
He is.
Well, there's a lot of fucking jokes and some smiling in this motherfucking trailer for him hating it so much.
That's true. I take it back. Flash is I like how Flash is I'm in already.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear anything else. That shit's great.
He's like, oh fuck, Batman's here. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see how they all interact with one another. I like all the Bruce Wayne humor stuff. It's gonna be interesting to see how they all coexist together. I'm fucking excited about it. What the fuck am I saying? God damn. I want this movie now. I want this movie instead of Batman versus Superman. That's what I want.
Yeah. Oh man. What else we got, man? There's so many things. Let's start off let's make it easy. What was everybody's favorite trailer out of this barrage of trailers that we've gotten? Joey, go first.
I think my favorite one was the Kong trailer.
Why is
Kong
that?
Skull Island. I don't know. I liked how it was shot. I wasn't expecting much from the film, so I sort of heard about it and heard there was casting, but I didn't really expect sort of I guess the production value that it looks like it has, and sort of they're going in there and there's the helicopter transition to the dragonfly, and it's they're going into this dark sort of dank world with you see bones everywhere, and you kind of things are happening, helicopters are being thrown out of the sky, and you see close-ups of dude shooting the machine gun, and he's cocking it, and just and then of course you get the Michael Bay sunset helicopter scenes with the silhouette of Kong's head or his legs, and I don't know, it was pretty badass.
Hey, is this one a setup for the fight with Godzilla versus Kong?
I believe so.
This is another shared universe, right?
Yeah, but it's that one's coming in 2020 though. So there's gonna be another Godzilla movie along. They got the King Kong, and then maybe something else, and then Kong versus Godzilla. Yeah, it's we got a couple movies before that happens. It seems like.
It looks.
Damn,
it does look great though.
By the time we get to there.
Yeah, that trailer was great, man.
After that, other, just kind of seeing the DC's doing their movies are looking really good, and then the Luke Cage trailer.
Oh man.
Oh man, is
awesome.
that Wu-Tang song? Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the entire fucking this is that entire fucking song almost.
Yeah.
So good.
Johnson, you got a favorite from all this? All these
I mean, probably the Justice League one, I guess.
All right. Why is that? Is there a character you like the most, or?
No, I just I like that they're gonna go balls out. This is end of the world kind of shit. Not pussyfooting around. That's what I want to see in movies. I want to see them go all out. Why?
True.
Why push the brakes? Just go all for it.
I mean, if they're going for full team movie too, you need that, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Civil War is not the full team, so that makes sense that that's just 2 or 3 dudes fighting at the end. But Avengers or Justice League, it's kind of got to be a huge deal.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, all those movies, none of them were really apocalyptic. It was okay, maybe a city will get destroyed, but. This is world-ending shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I like the fact that they're throwing in some humor to all that shit. I mean, you can't really make Barry Allen, the Flash, so serious and dark and stuff. If they did that, that'd be a real crime against humanity, My 2 favorites were Wonder Woman and Luke Cage. I watched that Luke Cage trailer 3 or 4 times. I just seeing the Marvel logo with Shimmy Shimmy Ya fucking being played. I was like, holy shit. I thought I would like Iron Fist more because that's kung fu shit in it, but that Luke Cage trailer, man, God. Thought that was one of the best things. Maddie.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Blair Witch.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It was called The Woods for a couple of months. It's by the guys who did You're Next and The Guest.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys have seen those movies. If you have not, you need to.
I've seen both, yeah. Yeah.
They're great. And
solid,
they had
for
this movie
sure.
coming out called The Woods, and everyone's like, oh, it's like their creature feature or whatever. And I guess there was some rumor it might be a Blair Witch, but I hadn't read anything about it. And then to all of a sudden be like, oh shit, this is a sequel to Blair Witch Project. I was like, oh fuck. I'm ready for the, whatever road they're going to take me down. I don't even know. I'm just so excited. All the reviews I've heard is it's like scary as fuck.
Awesome.
Just to see like where they'll fucking go with it, because like at this point it's like that franchise is basically dead, so they can literally do anything they want. And
Just
Steph
don't
and I
make Book
were-
of Shadows 2, please.
Yeah, right. I mean,
For
it
God's
doesn't
sake.
look anything like that though. Like,
Yeah.
it looks fucking cool as shit. It looks like they're gonna pay homage to, um, uh, the original, and then I don't know, like, I honestly don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm excited. I hope there is some kind of witch or something. Aliens. I don't know. Who knows what the fuck it's gonna be? I'm ready though. I'm super excited that because I love Blair Witch Project. Thought that was a solid film. So that was my favorite. I would also say, yeah, I mean, or something. I don't know. What else? I don't know, that Wonder Woman trailer though, man. That shit was fucking tight. Cannot wait. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'll watch Luke Cage. Whatever.
Stefan?
Yeah, there was a lot of cool shit from Comic-Con, but I think definitely I liked the Justice League pretty much for what Johnson was saying, and then also because it seems like they're finally starting to get footing with these characters and this universe, you know?
Right.
I feel like their framework around it, they can kind of take a creative liberties with, but getting the characters right is like the most important thing right now. So it just looked like a step in the right direction. Wonder Woman looked cool, but yeah, definitely Justice League. That really made me I'm like, oh shit, and you know, it's like give Zack Snyder another chance. I kind of feel like Batman, Superman.
Wait, Stefan, say it again. Stefan, say it again. Batman and Superman, what?
I was saying that I feel like Batman versus Superman was just like an audience test to throw a bunch of crazy shit out there and see what sticks, what doesn't, and now they're kind of like redefining the world and the characters with this new trailer.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see what the hell Batman's going to do with all the other overpowered characters as well, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even at the end with the Doomsday fight, Batman didn't have much to do in the last movie.
Yeah, really.
He's going to be ready for this apocalyptic shit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What were some other big ones? I posted, like, damn near all of them on the Superhouse.
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, dude!
Shit.
Fuck, dude! That was that's like my third. That one was so good.
Actually, that's my first. That shit was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Them going like they want to be trippy as hell. Like, you know, you might want to do some acid before you go see this movie. Like, that's the shit.
Looks
dude.
like they did acid making it.
Yeah, dude. They really like capture the spirit of this character. I've never read a Doctor Strange comic before, but I've done research on the character, and it seems like I don't know. It seems like that's what it should be.
I like Benedict Cumberbatch's voice when you first hear it. He's got a really like booming, powerful voice.
Yeah, he does.
I think that'll be cool, and he's like saying spells or whatever, like commanding magic and shit. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Cool to see like. You know, like his presence, the power that he brings to it. That first time you hear that grumbly fucking, because his voice doesn't match his face really.
Yeah.
But he's like, I would never have thought, you know, for some reason, like the casting when I first heard about it, I thought was pretty crazy, but you know, it's just strange, Doctor Strange, and now it seems to like him. Oh, go ahead.
That's okay. Everybody wanted Littlefinger on from Game of Thrones to play Doctor Strange.
That dude's a fucking. He looks like a pedophile.
He already had the look.
He's creepy as fuck. Even when he was on The Wire, he's creepy as fuck. He's a great actor, but he's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, Cumberbatch is a really good pick. I think also like it being like really trippy and magic based, it kind of has like it's more of a fantasy vibe, so it almost feels like the genre is different, even though it's definitely a Marvel film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yeah, that's
no. Doctor Strange is this shit. Do we know? Do we know who that bad guy is yet?
It's Mads Mikkelsen. I'm not sure. And then also
Well,
there's
yeah,
this,
he's
there's these
awesome.
theories that the black dude also might be a villain that they're not
Oh,
showing.
yeah.
Before.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. I'm sorry. Yes, I forgot.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Is that how
Chiwetel
you pronounce his
Ejiofor.
name?
Yeah.
Chiwetel.
It's like
Yeah.
either Chiwetel or Chiwetel.
Oh yeah.
I've kind of heard it both ways.
They said that like he's supposed to be like the theory anyway is that he's supposed to be in line to be the next, what's it called, the one or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. What's the girl's name? The woman's name?
The
Tilda
ancient
Swinton?
one.
Ancient
Yeah,
one?
Tilda Swinton, the ancient one. He's supposed to be in line for that, but then, of course, Doctor Strange comes in and he's a badass, and then he comes first in line or something like that. So it might even be a fight between those two, even though they're friends at first. So we're not exactly sure, but
It's all about curveballs now, anyway. So you
I know,
what
right? Like nobody
It's
saw that
storytelling.
fucking that shit, the Mandarin from Iron Man 3.
Right.
Nobody
Yeah.
saw that
It's
coming.
like, whoa,
so-
what?
Yeah. He comes out taking a shit, like, okay, all right, Marvel. What else we got?
Doctor
Maybe one of the
Strange,
final things. The Thor Ragnarok logo looks metal as fuck, like 80s metal, like some fucking
Yeah.
Def Leppard shit. Really, like they're not fucking around. Like they know what it has rock in the name for one, right? Like this might be kind of a metal. Yeah, like Dokken, some Dokken shit or something, dude.
Did you guys
Far
see
from all the
that
goodness.
footage?
Is there Ragnarok footage?
Yeah, it's leaked footage.
Really? No, I haven't seen that shit.
Oh damn.
Is it the Hulk
Huh.
taking a shit?
green shit.
I want to see him with an armor.
It's not very impressive it's not very impressive compared to everything else that was shown, so
Okay.
I can see why they didn't show it. But apparently
Okay.
there was a little the director did What We Do in Shadows, but
Oh,
apparently
shit.
he made this
Yeah.
he made a mockumentary, and it's like what Thor and the Hulk were doing during Civil War, and Thor gets a roommate and is assessing his life, and the roommate's complaining about Thor just leaving his hammer everywhere, and then Bruce Banner comes in, and it's a little video they just made up for the fuck of it. And apparently it's fucking hilarious. So,
That's awesome.
but I didn't see that. I just showed I just saw the footage they showed. But it's all right. I mean, I'll see it. I don't care. Like Andrew said, it looks metal. It looks like a fucking
I wanna
80s
see
video
it.
game. The logo, I'm
Yeah.
fucking in.
Yeah.
So, especially with the director, and I'm a huge Mark Ruffalo fan, and I love his Hulk, and I love me some Thor too, man.
Yeah, them teaming up together and having supposedly the Gladiator Hulk armor in it, it looks like just hearing all that, it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun to me.
It'd be cool to see Warrior Hulk. What is it? Planet Hulk? Aren't they pulling from that storyline?
There's some rumors that they're actually going to do that movie. This
I gotta
movie
read
is
some
going to
comics.
this movie is going to spawn that off.
Cool.
So that'll be cool. I think the only other thing we got left on the San Diego Comic-Con shit is the Lego Batman movie. You guys see this trailer?
I haven't
Yeah.
watched that.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, Joey, did you see it?
I did not see it.
Okay, I'm the only one.
It's
it's good.
No,
Go ahead. Go first, Stefan. Go first.
I was just gonna say I have no interest in Lego whatsoever. Other than if I had Legos, I would play with them.
Yeah.
But I really didn't like the Lego movie, and I don't know. I just I have the Lego video games that come out and shit. I'm just
Oh my god. I like the Lego
Feels
movie.
it's. But yeah, that's all my rant about that. I don't get Lego the appeal other than the original appeal.
I like the original Lego movie. I thought that was
'Cause I
great.
always
I like the
thought-
Everything is Awesome song as well. And then
'Cause I
Lego
was-
Batman movie, it just looks like So, I mean, not every joke in the trailer lands, but I like Will Arnett voicing Batman, and there's a Robin character. I don't even know which Robin he's supposed to be. I think it's a new one. Is what it looks like. He looks like the girl, but it looks like I think it's a boy voice actor. Looks like Steph.
You know,
What's her name? Stephanie Brown. He looks like her, but it's fun though. I mean, you're a hater, but if you like Batman and Legos, it looks like your thing. And they have that black and yellow song that was famous like 5 years ago in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sounds like a skip to me.
God,
You know really
Agreed.
what my problem
Agreed.
is with Lego. I know this sounds stupid, but Lego is not a. They didn't make good action figures. Like Lego wasn't like their character, their little figures. I hated that design of that figure from day fucking one. And to watch movies or play video games with that stupid character, I'm like, no way, dude. I had X-Men Toy Biz brand fucking X-Men figures to play with. I'm sitting there playing with this thing that doesn't even have fucking fingers, and then I see the Batman. And then I see the Batman Lego movie and the Indiana Jones Lego and Star Wars Lego and all this shit, and I'm just like, nah, man, fuck that. Just give me a kit where I could build a Winnebago and I'm good.
I think that the point of the Lego thing, though, is that like, look, other iterations of Batman are going to be serious and dark and not have any fun at all.
Right.
But this is going to we're going to be all fun, and make a lot of jokes and use the whole Batman universe.
I gotta watch it because I love Batman.
All at once. Yeah, I mean, Lego Joker's in it and all that shit, and
Cool.
I mean, it's a kids' movie, of course, but looks decent enough so far. He's got the Bat Wing in it, the Bat Jet or whatever.
Nice.
The first Batman Lego trailer was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of that, and Will Arnett's got that good, deep, raspy, comedic voice.
I want another Batman metal song from Lego Movie.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll get that. I think that's it for the Comic-Con shit, guys.
Woo!
Yay, we did it. The fuck is
Yay.
next?
Hey, what do you guys think about Brie Larson as Captain Marvel?
Oh,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Great.
She's my woman. That's my girl.
Apparently
Dude,
there's
I
some
love
backlash.
her. I
Really?
love
Backlash,
her.
huh?
I don't know.
'Cause
A
she's
friend of mine
not-
posted what's the deal with everyone hating on Brie Larson? And I responded with, who are these people? What are their names?
He's just trying to
I
rile
got-
shit up.
Yeah, I got no issue with that casting at all whatsoever.
What's she got famous from again?
The Room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She
I
was
never
in-
seen that.
I didn't.
She was
either,
in
but
that.
I've seen her in
Yeah.
other shit, and she's great in that shit.
She's beautiful.
Wait, did you say The Room
What?
or Green Room?
The Room.
She's in Room.
Or just
It's
Room,
called
yeah.
Room. It's by Emily Donahue. It's a book about.
Oh, you're not talking about that what's
The
that?
Green Room is fucking awesome.
No, but The Room, that cult movie
Yeah.
made
Tommy
by that
Wiseau.
weird
It's
Polish
different.
guy. Yeah.
This book came out way
Okay.
before that movie ever existed.
I'm thinking that blonde chick. I'm like, what?
No.
No, some other chick.
No.
Oh.
Hot.
She looks like a good pick for the character, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Never read Captain Marvel, but
There's
seems
some good ones out
decent.
there.
Yeah,
Seems decent.
seems decent enough.
Don't ever say that again.
Dece. Dece.
Okay, I won't.
You're showing your age, Andrew. Stop it.
Is that old? Is that old saying that?
No,
Dece?
it doesn't come off right.
I
when you
liked
say
it.
So.
How do you guys spell Deece? I spell it Deece. Like,
That's correct, Johnson.
Okay.
That's the
All right,
correct
just making
spelling,
sure.
Johnson.
God, why are you using that
I
word?
spell it D-E-E-C.
I have no idea
Deuce?
what we're talking about. What is this
Deece.
Deece?
Yeah.
Joey, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't care. I want to say
Decent, decent.
That's all I
Yeah.
can say.
Oh, so like a shortening, like vacay or something.
Yeah.
Bay's pretty dece.
Oh, Jesus.
Totes dece, brah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the new language of the future. Gene Roddenberry got it all wrong.
Dece. Yeah.
We're not gonna be philosophical or anything. We're just gonna fucking talk like morons.
That's gonna
That's
happen.
for show.
No show.
Don't forget clutch. That's always the go-to.
Clutch Johnson, that's one of the funniest fucking words, man. I don't know why I love that one so much, dude.
I know. When I hear people use it without any irony, I'm just like, man, that's awesome.
I would be like, where do you come from? When
can't
do
use
you
it
come
without-
from?
Yeah, I can't use it without cracking a smile. Like,
You guys talked about
without laughing after I say it.
yeah.
you guys talked about douchebag in Stranger Things. Like they didn't say that in the '80s, and I didn't think that. I don't know when douchebag was supposed to have come around.
Oh,
I feel like they allowed for a lot of like modern, like slang and like
Hey, it doesn't
lingual, like, you know what I mean? I feel like they kind of wrote to the era that we live in as opposed to the era they're representing.
What other than douchebag? What's another example?
I don't know. It just seems like you look at
I mean,
look how many 80s movies there, but it's not that it's important, but I feel like it's more a modernized like cadence of reciting lines and acting. You know what I mean? Where like the insults in the 80s were a lot more bombastic, like I don't know, I'm trying to think of something from a movie, but
Like Dick
you know,
Splash?
like Dick Wad, you know, shit like that. And so, you know, you would think to hear something like that if they're trying to go for that kind of like, let's have the language of the 80s as well, which it really seems to me like the dialogue in it is more contemporary, I guess.
I don't think you're wrong, but I didn't think that on my own, so I was just wondering more about it. I didn't think of that about
Yeah.
douchebag or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like there were parts that stuck out to me. I'm like that kind of broke the era for me, I guess, in some way. But I don't know why. Maybe it's because I feel like we hear douchebag more now than I ever heard when I was younger.
Yeah, I mean, I
True.
don't know. I feel like that's like
Douche.
someone could.
I say it about
been
fucking
using
50
it
times a
forever.
day.
What were you saying, Maddie?
I was just saying it's like I don't know. Like that seems like. I mean, who's to say like when words came about or like when they were used or how many people use them in a certain area
Yeah.
compared to like
That's
if
not
this is,
necessarily
like,
what
a-
I mean.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's just kind of like I don't know.
Plus, you got to realize we're '90s kids judging what '80s kids said from '80s
Yeah.
movies.
True.
Now, this is a 2016 movie based on '80s speak, and maybe this is actually more accurate to how people actually talked in the '80s and not '80s dialogue from '80s movies. So,
True.
again, I don't know. I'm just posing a theory here.
Yeah,
That
Yeah, I
show's
didn't-
fucking great, so I don't care.
it is great.
Yeah. Oh man, I finished it yesterday. So good.
It's taking you this long, Jesus.
Johnson's not even done.
I got two more. Yeah.
Come on, Johnson.
I
He
get
gets a
it.
break.
I'm
He lives in Europe.
Things run slower in Latvia.
Sure. Yeah. It's a good show.
Johnson, I just wanted to say congratulations on getting married.
Oh yeah, thanks.
You got married? What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Johnson doesn't like to talk about, one
don't
of
like
the biggest things in his life ever.
You know. What's to say? I don't know.
Is it different? Do you feel different?
No, not really.
No.
Oh my god.
I was waiting for Joey to come in and just say, "Just wait."
Yeah. I know, I was too.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything I can look forward to, Joey, that I haven't seen already?
I mean, as long as you guys are. I mean, how long have you been together?
A year now.
A year. And you live together?
Yeah, we've been together for a while.
Okay. Probably not.
Yeah. I know, it's kind of all the
Here's
same,
advice
right?
from
Kinda-
But yeah, I mean, probably not much of a difference.
Mm.
You know, other than the just having a ring and a piece of paper, depending on how you do it over there. But no, I mean it's been the same for me. Like no difference. She didn't change and become a raging bee or anything. But it's been great.
Yeah. Right,
So-
right.
Super cool.
James has just joined us, everybody, and James, just to get you caught up,
Talking about
we're talking
marriage.
about Johnson got married.
Oh shit! Congrats.
No one knew except.
Johnson brought it up like in passing too, like, oh yeah, I got married the other day.
I thought I mentioned it before. I thought I was like, I'm engaged.
You mentioned engaged, but there's no like, oh, we're getting married this such and such
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Well, we haven't
Saw
done.
Star Trek Beyond, got married.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Same old, same old.
We haven't done a ceremony yet, so that's why it doesn't feel like
Okay.
just on
gotcha.
paper at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna let us know when the ceremony is so
Sure,
some of us
sure.
can come see you?
Sure. Yeah.
Get drunk with you and celebrate your new life and whatnot.
For sure. Yeah.
Hey guys,
He's not telling anyone. That's what he just said.
Yeah.
We will not know. We will see pictures on Facebook. That is it.
Yeah.
so
pic-
The last
real
thing
quick,
he wants is for us to come to Latvia.
Yeah.
douchebag was
No, dude. Come on,
Chinese
guys.
douchebag was coined in the 60s.
60s.
Douchebag.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe they just couldn't say it in movies back then. Maybe it was one of those words.
And probably.
Do you think they said
Yeah.
doucher?
Doucher.
Bunch of douchers.
That would have made more sense to me somehow. Doucher. What a fucking doucher.
Oh man. All right. Shit. James just got back from Comic-Con, literally. James, do you have any, like, other than like trailers and shit, like any personal, you were on the floor and shit. Like, what? Give us your story.
Yeah, so I've been down there ever since Wednesday. My girlfriend and I drove down, and yeah, once again, it's just been a great experience. But definitely Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were the most packed, and it got insane there too. I have some B-roll footage that I'll send to you. They can put up. That's like a literal skid row of people waiting to get into Hall H. Like they waited 6 a.m. Friday to get in for the Saturday showing for Marvel. So we were like, nope, not even gonna bother trying that.
Man, you're just missing Comic-Con, man. Can't.
Yeah. Some people just go to
Yeah.
Hall H and that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Whereas, like, we got to see both Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Luke Cage panel, which were incredible as well, especially Luke Cage, because that's where, it opened up with a sizzle reel of both the old Netflix stuff and some of new Luke Cage. And then John Barenthal just walked out on stage and was like, yeah, run it again. They want to see more of that.
How was Bernthal on stage? Is he cool?
Yeah, he looked really cool. He was apparently like in town filming. He had a really Wolverine vibe going to him with his hair. That was just fucking massive and a massive beard as well.
Nice.
And yeah, he basically like 100% confirmed they're gonna be working up on the Punisher series as well.
Man, that's all we need in this life.
Yeah. And then the Luke Cage panel itself was really good. They showed off like 4 or 5 clips from the series as well, and just like it was Jeff Loeb, the head of the Marvel TV, just there as moderator talking to them. And it's funny too. Like every once in a while, Joe Quesada would just run out, exasperated, like trying to like get something in, but they're like, no, go away. What the hell are you doing here? So they had like a little running gag going, which was funny because it kind of got screwed up at the very end. Since after Luke Cage, or near the end, when he finally like ran out again, that's when they ran the Iron Fist teaser, and it was supposed to like it started and then stopped and like it broke or something, and so they came out, kind of finished their bit. But like still looked like, yeah, we kind of fucked this up. But it still went on, but it's still really funny. And yeah, it was I keep forgetting the actor's name, but Loris who's playing Iron Fist, from Game of Thrones. He just like had a quick message for Comic-Con, like couldn't be there, they're still filming, but they want to put out the teaser, which I think most of those are out online now for people to see. And then they finally ended with the Defenders teaser as well.
That's gonna be great, man. I mean, if they do the whole like Luke Cage, Power Man, Iron Fist thing,
Yeah,
like their buddy, their
the
buddy
Heroes
cop
for
shit.
Hire.
Yeah, that they do that, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah, and then with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they for most
Ghost
of the
Rider.
Yep, that was the big reveal at the end. Since Clark Gregg kept coming out, he's like, "Can we just do the thing?" And it's once again Jeff Loeb. He's like, "No, no, we're saving it till the end." And he kept like whining to him to like, "Come on, show the thing," which was at the very end just Ghost Rider. Like they just had the logo and then the flaming skull just smashed right through it.
Nice. Okay.
I like that it's Robbie Reyes.
Oh yeah,
Really cool.
I guess
It's in a
since
car,
they-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he drives like a muscle car. And
Whatever.
Used to do illegal street racing.
It's good.
I guess
It's a
because
good,
of
it's a good comic run.
yeah, that I think
Alright.
it's because they did the movies with Johnny Blaze.
Right.
They want to try kind of move away and try a different angle with it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That
it'll
would make
definitely
sense.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to that stuff.
How was that
And-
Evil Dead?
But yeah,
Maddie's face.
well, that and them also moving it to 10 p.m. means like with Ghost Rider, they're able to do a lot more stuff.
Yes, it's gonna be bloody. It's gonna hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
Punisher just shows up and
Yeah.
shoots everybody.
They're moving Agents of Shield at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they
Yeah.
kind of already got away with a lot of other stuff, even at 9, like scenes of people getting their arms chopped off and stuff like that.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh shit. I haven't
don't
seen that
watch
show
it, but I
since
will
like
now, 'cause Ghost Rider.
yeah, I haven't seen it since like episode 3. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the first half of the first season was okay, but then once they reached the point where it was Captain America Winter Soldier, where the Hydra reveal happened, I felt like the show really took off from that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like they were kind of spinning their wheels a bit at the beginning, which it turns out in later interviews they actually were because they're waiting for that since they couldn't, spoil that from the movies and the show.
Right.
And yeah, now them going the more like supernatural route with that, and then also Doctor Strange, the
Yeah,
film
yeah.
coming out. I'm definitely looking forward to like how everyone else reacts to that.
Did you see any like crazy cosplay? I remember there was one year where it was like every girl was wearing Harley Quinn. Like it was like 1,500 Harley Quinn cosplays.
This year, there's definitely the Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad was everywhere. Them
Okay.
wearing the Dice Little Monster T-shirt and the short shorts,
Uh-huh.
just walking around. Really cool cosplay that I saw. You guys been playing Overwatch, and
yeah.
Reinhardt,
Yeah.
the guy with the shield. Like there's someone dressed up as him, like
Oh,
life
that's
size,
awesome.
Oh shit.
massive armor, and he had like even sound effects for it. So every time he stepped, like it would like make that giant clanking sound
Oh, that's
walking
awesome.
around.
That's awesome.
I saw someone as the alternate skin for Junkrat, the Scarecrow one. I don't know if
Okay.
you looked at any of the skins, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And a buddy of mine that was still there after I left posted showing some more like Warhammer 40k Space Marines walking around.
Okay.
With
That
their-
armor's huge, man.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
hmm
Cool,
Yeah,
dude. Anything else?
Like when I messaged you guys the other day, and I put a post up on the Facebook page as well. One of my favorite like smaller panels I went to was for Legacy Effects, and they're what the Stan Winston studio turned into. Like after he passed away, they changed the name to Legacy, and they're the ones that did all the dinosaurs for Jurassic Park, the Terminators in the Terminator films, and just do all the creature effects and costume design for Marvel films. Like they worked on, made the Iron Man suits and everything. So they were there. They had like the helmets of different ones, even Deadshot's from Suicide Squad. They had his helmet there and like showed all these off, and even passed around this little piece that was part of Falcon's armor in Civil War. And this thing was 3D printed and detailed to look like it was Kevlar, and even if you look closer, like these tiny little like stitch marks in there, like making it look like someone actually sewed it all together.
Wow.
And this was just 3D printed and in these tiny minute little details that you wouldn't notice just by watching the film unless if you freeze framed and look at it. But it's like something that if it wasn't there, it would make it stand out more. but it's just like the level of detail in this stuff was incredible.
Awesome. This is the first year in like 3 or 4 years that I wasn't able to go. Oh
Damn.
well.
Yeah. I was able to get the hotel room right next to it,
Oh
which
shit.
was really nice. Just being able to like go out and go drinking and just stumble back to your hotel room. Like last night, we went to the Nerdist podcast show with Chris Hardwick, and they had Joel Hodgman from Mr. Science Theater, and then Bruce Campbell on as guests, and that was hilarious. And went on for like 2 hours. Then my girlfriend and I tried to get an Uber back to our hotel, and we accidentally did like an Uber pool, so we ended up having to. We ended up picking up these two like super drunk Navy guys. Like my girl, I'm on one side, my girlfriend was on the other. She moves closer to me, and so the guy doesn't see my face clearly, but the super drunk guy gets in the back. He's just like, "How you ladies doing tonight?" He just sees my hair and just like, he's super drunk. That was hilarious. We were like cracking up at the same time. We're like texting.
I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here?
No, I should have been, yeah, we're having a great time.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then we were just texting back and forth because this guy was just like so drunk that he was like hiccuping and like spitting out the window, and she's like, "Oh God, he's gonna fucking throw up on me." Funniest part though was then we were like waiting at light. He's like, "Oh yeah, turn this up. This is my favorite song. It's bumping." I'm like, it's a fucking commercial. Like that's how drunk he was. But because of all that, as soon as we got back to our hotel, like we actually ran into Chris Hardwick there because
Oh shit.
he was in our same hotel, and we like got a photo with him right in front of the elevators. Then actually went up in the elevators with him as well, and like chatted for a bit. So that was actually really cool.
What was he like in person, bro?
He's like a super friendly guy and like loves Comic-Con. Like at the live show they did, at one point they were talking about stuff in Star Trek, and like this is Comic-Con and also like the 50th anniversary of Star Trek as well. And one of the guys on the panel of his buddies is super into Star Trek, and he's talking about something, and then up on the balcony some jackass goes like, "Nobody cares," and we're like, "You're at fucking Comic-Con at a Nerdist panel right there. It's right there in the fucking name." Calm the fuck down, jackass. So then we were talking about that a little bit, and my girlfriend said, like, "Thanks for calling him out too, because that guy was a jackass." And then another funny moment was like he's super friendly and like will take pictures with anybody who asks, since he wants to be there and be friendly for anyone who's willing to give him the time. And so he's taking photos, and like when we're getting photos, like I guess he didn't know like we were about to hop on the elevator going up too, but there was apparently like one guy from Vampire Diaries waiting on the elevator waiting for him to come on, and he was like, "Oh no, wait, let me go take a picture with them." And so that one guy looks super pissed, and his assistant's just like, "No, go on up ahead, we'll catch the next one." And so when we were talking on the other elevator, he was going like, "What the hell is his problem?" And my girlfriend was like, "Oh, third day of Comic-Con, maybe he's super tired." He's like, "No, fuck that, it's third day of Comic-Con, it should be fucking incredible." So his energy was just
Nice.
awesome.
I remember I've walked to a couple booths here and there at Comic-Con, and you see some people like running booths at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
drunk as fuck, running their booth. Like some people just get lit all con the whole weekend.
Oh yeah,
And
there are just so many parties that we actually did go to like a rooftop bar for one night, which was really cool. There was like other stuff going on we just couldn't get into, like Hodor, like the actor who plays him, was DJing for a rave party.
I had a friend post videos of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And like one of the other guys, like we stayed with a couple of our friends at a hotel room, and another buddy of theirs who we became fast friends with, and it turned out like, oh, he's like connected to everybody. He's like, my girlfriend loves like nurse stuff, and like Jessica Chobot, and her co-host on one of her podcasts named Bowser, he's apparently like good friends with him. And so we went to like that panel for her, and they had a meet and greet later. I just casually mentioned that, and then later on, like, he met up with them again, and like they were talking about us, and like so it's like freaking my girlfriend out.
Shit, man, sounds like you guys had a fucking awesome time.
Yeah, it was really fun. I bought a bunch of really cool stuff too. I met the creator of Hellboy.
Oh yeah.
Mike
Mike
Mignola.
Magnola.
Yeah, Mike Magnola, and I bought some really awesome artwork
Nice.
from him. And then over at the Mondo booth, I bought I think it's like it's a smaller, but it's a like 7-inch vinyl of the soundtrack from Castlevania.
Oh, I
And
saw
they have,
that.
like,
Oh shit!
Dude.
It looks fucking incredible. I just can't wait to listen to it too, because like the outside artwork is great. Like one side is Dracula, the other is Medusa, and on the inside they actually have the artwork from like the levels themselves.
Yeah, if you're looking at it's like a full map, right? And so you kind
Yeah.
of see like from beginning to end. Yeah.
Yeah,
So James, can you post a picture of that on the Superhouse Facebook?
Oh, absolutely.
I want you to make me more jealous, please. Thank you.
I'll send you. My girlfriend already made a photo of like all the shit that we got, so I'll post that up.
All right. Sweet.
Dude, we all got to go next year, man.
Yeah,
we really do, guys. We really
if
do.
you're like, since I can go for free because I can get in for the professional badges because I work in video games or I work in films, so it's like
Make me your +1.
Well, here's the thing: you guys work in film, right? So you should be able to apply for a professional badge as well.
We'll do, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I will try for that. You have to do it like almost a year in advance. But
It's usually like if you have to send them their information to prove that you're professional. Its deadline is usually like Halloween, so it's sometime in like September, October. You have to do that, and then you sign up to try to get the actual passes in February.
If we all go, it's going to be nuts. We might not make it back. Like, Superhouse is going to be reporting on the scene.
Do I just like send them my resume or like photos of me like?
They basically just need like proof that you've worked on stuff. So it's like usually like just 2 or 3 things. Like I think finally the last year or two they started doing it electronically, which was great. But you just need like proof of 2 or 3 things, like a photo, either IMDb page or like photographs of like your name and credits or a business card or something. So
Sweet, I can make that happen.
yeah.
Awesome. So, James, we have this new section. I don't know if you listened to the last podcast, but it's very simple. It's just called Currently Playing, and then we're just going to talk about the games that we're currently playing. So, Joey, you said you were playing some new shit?
Yeah, I'd gotten Firewatch a while back, and I played and beat that. It's about 3 hours or so. It was very fun. Just kind of story-based game, first person. You basically play a guy who goes on Firewatch, like in the mountains, and you're talking to this other girl who's in this other tower, and stuff goes on, and it's fun. It's a fairly easy, quick game. And
Wait,
then
so what's the genre? It's like a Tomb Raider type of thing, or what?
No, it's basically story based. So there's really no
Okay.
puzzles or any type of stuff, and you're just basically talking back and forth with this woman and going on like just like checking stuff out around the area, making sure there's no fires or whatever, making sure everything's on the up and up. But yeah, it's just a simple like first person game, and you just kind of you do what it tells you to do, and that's basically the game.
It's more like Gone Home, right? Would you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, I'd say definitely like Gone Home. Except people talk in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And all the artwork was done by Ollie Moss as well.
Oh, shit.
Who is that?
He does like a lot of like really cool like drawings and stuff. I'll send you a link to it.
Okay, cool. And then the next one I've started playing again. Another one like this is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. That's been out for a while. So I've been playing a little bit of that. It's basically, again, you're just following the story, and I guess it just leads you to the end, basically. And I think that's playing a lot of Street Fighter V, trying to like buy all the characters and all the backgrounds, stages, and stuff like that. Just kind of doing like survival mode, and just kind of got a fire up my butt after watching Evo. So those are probably the 3 games I've been playing.
Awesome. Johnson, man, what's up, dude? What game you playing lately?
Yeah. After this, I got to run, but yeah, because I had a Suckbox 360 before, I missed The Last of Us. So the remastered version was on PSN for like $7.99.
Ooh.
So I got that.
Oh shit.
Fucking amazing game.
Yeah,
It's not the best story-driven game around. Like,
you might, I don't know, you might be right about that.
I mean, the acting is just stellar. The backgrounds are gorgeous. Like,
Yeah.
it's great. It's awesome. Yeah, I love the main character. Like, that character feels like what I would be in that situation. I would just be totally shut off and just trying to get from day to day.
Except you'd be creeping on that little girl, though, John.
Yeah, maybe.
I know him too well.
That story.
How far are you in the game, John?
Oh, I beat it.
Oh,
so
right
I'm
on.
doing the second part with it's like the story with Ellie and the girl Riley. Yeah, so I'm doing that part now.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's fucking amazing. But you guys all played it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think of his decision at the end to save her? Was that the right decision, or?
Somebody go ahead.
I forget exactly what the lie is. I forgot.
Well, there isn't a lie. It's just like in order to get the cure from her, they're gonna have to basically kill her. 'Cause they have to operate on her brain, take the shit out of her brain.
Right, that's what it is.
Or dissect her brain. I mean, so
it's heavy because you make all those decisions the whole time.
Yeah, trying to get her there, and then like you just fucking kill everybody to save this one girl who would save humanity, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a heavy decision, man. I think if I was in that same spot, I'd probably do the same thing.
You would go berserk and murder everybody and save the girl?
I don't know, man. Yeah, just I'd like to think that I would think there's
I'd be
another
a
way.
loner. I'd be a
I
loner.
didn't go through all,
killing
I
on
didn't go
sight.
through all that other killing just to not kill a whole bunch of other dudes at the end. Like, I'm done killing for the rest of the game. Take it.
Yeah. Well, this is one of those games like.
that bloodlust.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is one of those games that like it really stuck with me after. It's like, that's the cure to save everybody, but he got really attached to the girl, and then the whole thing with his daughter.
Yeah.
And played into it. So I don't know. Yeah.
It's a great
remember when it was
game.
happening, I was just like, what's he gonna fucking do? Like, I have no idea. Where's this gonna go? And I was like, oh, thank God. Whew. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it would have ended the other way if I would have been let down by it,
Well, sure, yeah, right. That'd be a crappy ending. She just gets dissected and you go home. I mean,
Yeah.
of course.
Going with that shit, dusting my hands off.
Yeah. But yeah, great game. Couldn't be happier for $8.
Exactly, dude.
Man, you fucking got out of that shit with cheap, man. I remember paying $60 for that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That game was great, man. I heard that Naughty Dog too. So that they got to this place where they kind of felt that Uncharted was weird because they're cracking so many jokes, but then killing so many people. So they wanted to make it more, make more sense where it's like you're killing a lot of people in a very serious situation. So
You're talking about for The Last of Us?
yeah, and Last of Us,
Yeah.
or not even people, zombies or whatever, but not.
Oh yeah. By the way, those are fucking horrifying zombies. Like you turn into a fucking mushroom. Like that's
Yeah. The fungus
great
zombies.
idea.
Yeah. It's
That's
great.
And a fucking bloater that just rips your face open if it grabs you.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Yeah. That shit was great. Maddie, what you got, man? Still the same shit?
I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online still.
All right, I gotta run, guys. By the way.
All right, dude. See you, man.
See you, Matt.
See ya.
All right.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online and Pokemon Go. They're like the current in my life right now.
All right. Stefan.
I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto, the new stunts package they put online. They're like these stunt races through just like ramps and fucking big giant tubes in the middle of the sky and shit. It's fucking amazing. You're racing with these super fast sports cars that they made for the game. Do any of you guys play GTA?
No.
No,
I played
yeah.
the story. I didn't do online.
Dude, online's great, but there's like nobody on PlayStation Network plays Grand Theft Auto. It's more like an Xbox thing, I think. It must be
Yeah,
because it's
I
fucking
have a friend who has
amazing,
an
dude.
Xbox
I've been
360.
racing. I just been racing. That's my because I don't play many online games, but I've been racing against other people and just like getting into this like. Do you guys play many racing games at all?
No.
no,
Ah,
not
man,
so much.
then
Mario
it's
Kart.
it's lost
Yeah.
on you then. Mainly I've been racing in Grand Theft Auto Online. I've
Okay.
been doing a lot of that. So far, I haven't. I mean, I started Metal Gear and I'm chipping away at that shit, but it's fucking hard, man. It's so much fun though. Metal Gear 5 is fucking awesome. I just have to learn how to get good at it.
Yeah, it's at the beginning. It's tough, man, because you don't have a lot of resources. and
Yeah.
You just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a hard time with the fourth one too. That shit was hard as fuck as well. But I'm getting better at like these stealth games. I'm really into like stealth stuff. I really like Hitman, and my favorite game of recent memory is Dishonored. I don't know if you guys played that game, but fuck.
I have it on Steam, and I played a little bit of it, but
Yeah, it's so good. I like games that allow you freedom on how you're going to solve the puzzle. It lets you get creative and kind of develop a style, and I think stealth games are just perfectly suited for that. And it's like kind of untapped. I have Splinter Cell that I'm going to start here at some point. One of the old Splinter Cells, so I like that kind of shit.
sweet.
Sweet. James, man, what's up?
I haven't been playing too much over the past week since I was at Comic-Con, but before that I did get started on Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Shit, I want to
I'm
play that.
only
so
in
bad.
like the first like 2 levels or so, but I've been really enjoying it. I enjoyed the last one as well,
So good.
and was happy to finally get to play this. And I've
Yeah,
actually really
for
enjoyed
sure.
like the very beginning, where it's almost a bit of a survival game in a sense, where you're like scrounging for resources and like trying to hunt animals to get their skins
Cool.
to make stuff.
I love that. Square Enix fucking killed it with these games, man.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
comes
they're-
out on PS4 in October.
They're a
Mhm.
great company.
Grab
Yeah.
it.
Since it was like a year exclusive for Xbox, but for it came out on PC back in like December or something. But so I picked it up on a Steam sale.
Right.
Cool.
Sweet. I personally don't have anything new to report either. I'm still trying to get through Uncharted, but I've just been so fucking busy. I haven't been able to, but I'm almost there. I beat Tearaway, and that's it. That's all I got.
I totally forgot to bring you Muramasa.
That's
Yeah.
all right, dude.
I got it. Wait, I got like right at the door for me to grab it. But I completely forgot.
I looked at the videos of that too, and Dragon's Crown and all that.
Mm-hmm.
PS Vita, man, it's kind of a weird system, but it's cool. Got it for free and shit.
Especially when you get it for free.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's great. Tearaway was great, though. Tearaway is great, actually.
Have you tried doing the remote play with your Vita? Nice.
Yeah, I have. I played a little bit of Uncharted, but I was like right in my room, and it was like, I just want to play it on my big screen.
I know.
I understand
It's really
the appeal, but I don't know if they could do like if you could do it over Wi-Fi.
You
and
can.
do that like thing. Can you like when you play like what is it called, remote play?
Yeah, I was in San Diego last year working on a show, and I tried it out, and I was playing a little bit of Dying Light on my Vita. My PlayStation 4 was back in LA.
Holy shit.
Fuck,
Yeah, man.
dude.
What?
Okay, there you go. I could probably on my lunch break finish Uncharted then.
Yeah, dude. Get it set up. Obviously, you won't have the back 2 buttons. There's ways to figure that out. I haven't really looked into it, but that's really the only downside.
Shit, sounds good enough for me, man. Man, I'm even busy on the weekends these days. It's just been so tough to finish.
But Andrew, you can
Anything.
also do it. Just do it on your laptop. Take your laptop to work.
That's true, but then like I like to go to like another room for lunch. I don't want to be in my office. Well, I guess I could take my laptop to some other room.
Yeah. But
I'll figure it
either
out. I'll
one.
figure it out.
Either one.
That's an option. You said Muramasa Blade is your favorite, or Dragon's Crown is your favorite PS Vita game?
Vita game, because because I think it was a PlayStation. I guess it came out for pretty much all this, like PlayStation 4 and Vita, but I guess really the only PlayStation Vita exclusive was the Uncharted game. But yeah, since I played it on Vita, Dragon's Crown, I liked Dragon's Crown.
Have you seen the trailer for Yomawari?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's like a Japanese, I don't know if it's an RPG or not, but it's like a horror-ish game. It translates to walking around at night.
Okay.
That's Yomawari. And that's I think a Vita exclusive. That comes out in like September, October, and that one looks really awesome. It's like kids walking around at night and like horror ghost things happen, or I don't know what happens, but it looks cool.
Okay,
it looks cool.
Type it out for me so I can check it out.
All right, yeah.
Oh, and I forgot that I purchased I Am Setsuna.
How is that?
I played maybe a couple of minutes of it. So far, the artwork looks great. I'm enjoying what I played, but I want to play a little bit more this week. So I can't really give a good review, but looks great. Sounds great.
Cool. Oh, man. It's still hot as fuck in LA, too, isn't it?
Yep.
God. We're about to go into Maddie's music section, but we're waiting for Maddie to come back from taking a piss. Oh,
Well,
man.
let's see. I can tell some other stuff from Comic-Con. Another cool panel that I went to was for composer Bear McCreary.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know. He worked on Black Sails, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He did the music for 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Walking Dead.
Yep.
Outlander.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny. That room was actually at capacity simply because of Outlander.
Oh, really?
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outlander's that popular, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
love
they
that
got
shit.
some nuts fans. Last
Wow.
year,
My
my
wife
girlfriend-
loves it.
yeah,
You can keep
la-
those books in stock at
mhm.
half price.
Yeah, it's like last year, my girlfriend and I wanted to get into the Hannibal panel because it was their last season. They had just been canceled, and we're like, we gotta go early because it's gonna be packed because it's the last year. And we waited like almost 5 hours in there, and we had to sit through like Grimm and then Outlander, and we were just sick of that shit because we just had no idea what it was. Then finally, Hannibal was going, and we're like, oh, we could have just walked in for this.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but the Bear McCreary panel is really good too, since he talked about like his process of like how he would talk with directors on making the music, and he would show clips from like Battlestar Galactica or Agents of Shield without any music, so it's like all the temp audio and stuff in there, and like he actually like asked the crowd like, what do you think, like how should someone like feel in the scene watching, or like what themes should be shown in this scene through music and stuff, or what do you get from just watching it? And then he would show it again with the music, and you could see like just how much better the scene actually was with his music.
Nice. So how in Comic-Con, how is like Artist Row? Is it pretty packed all the time, or like? 'Cause
Usually-
I'd probably spend a lot of my time there.
Oh yeah, it's usually pretty packed, and like there are different areas like for certain signings and stuff. Like today we went and got the artist from Paper Girls
Yeah.
over like
Cliff
the
Chang.
image. Yeah,
Cliff Chang.
yeah, Chang. And so we went over, and it was actually a decently long line for him too. And like usually over at the Image booth, like every day they have someone like from The Walking Dead or any of their other books.
Mhm.
And so we were able to go there, but then over in the artist row, there's just like tons of different artists and stuff, and most of the time it was pretty packed there.
Yeah, I know. I'd probably spend a lot of my time there trying to like get some like cool merch or a signing
Yeah.
or
Yeah, since that's where I saw Mike Magna
Nice.
from Hellboy. So yeah, it was funny. Like every day you walk through the show floor, it's like you could be walking by an area you haven't been before because it's
yeah.
either so big or just so packed one area. You're like, oh, I'm going around this way. So I finally would like walk by and I was like, wait, That's all Hellboy stuff. Let me go double check that.
Nice.
Everywhere's packed at San Diego Comic Con, man.
Yep.
Everywhere you walk, there's just so many people, dude.
The line for Hall H for Saturday was like over a mile long.
God,
God, dude.
that's ridiculous, man.
Like, here's the thing: they tried to set up. They started this last year of a wristband system where it's like, all right, the night before you can get in line starting at 9 o'clock to get a wristband that will get you sort of to the front of the line for the first show the next day. That way, you can not have to sleep there all night. You can go home or in your hotel and come back by 7:30 next day and still get in and get a decent seat. You can come earlier if you want a better seat, but what people will do is just wait all day Friday until 9 p.m. to get a pass, and then just immediately go online and still wait there anyway to get into the front. So it's just like they have to find a better way of dealing with that, because it's, I think, max capacity of like 6,500, but you're getting like tens of thousands of people to try and get in.
I'm sure having to deal with that line is ridiculous. Just like it being on the floor with like a mile long, length of
It's
people.
all outside for Hall H, so they
They have them all the way to. Okay, they're all like
Yeah.
out. Okay, good.
Yeah. But yeah, it was insane, and like I also tried to get into the Injustice panel where they revealed that they're bringing back Wonder Woman and adding Blue Beetle to the game, but by the time I got there, the line was wrapped around 3 times for that. I was like, well, I'm not bothering getting in there.
Yeah, forget it.
That
But-
kills me when they say that, because Boone was tweeting that they're going to release 2 new characters. Or they're going to, and like, yeah, Wonder Woman is new to Injustice 2, but she was in Injustice 1. So it's not really a reveal. We know she's coming back. She's the top 3 in DC. Like, I want to see somebody else.
Yeah, but it's, the wording there, they definitely use that to get around, and at the same time, it allows them to just kind of like show off new stuff for her, and then like have one new reveal. So every time, I guess, since like as they're revealing more and more, there's gonna be one old that they're keeping and one new guy until
True.
it gets close to release, where they'll just start like saying like, "Oh, here's everybody."
Yeah, that was a good trailer, though.
Mhm.
I like seeing Blue Beetle.
Yeah, he was definitely a top pick for me of wanting to get put into the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's really likable. Hispanic character as well.
Mm-hmm.
More diversity and whatnot.
Yep.
So we're going to go right into Maddie's music. Maddie, are we okay to do this this week or what?
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right, cool. So the album this week was "Wasted Mind" by a band called Direct Hit. Maddie, take it away.
Fucking great album, man. It's a great pop punk album. My boy Devin Kay is in it. I worked with him in Chicago at a record store, and ever since I've known him, he's been wanting to make music and live off of it. I don't know if he's doing it, but he's trying. And I went and saw them, and then picked up this record there. I don't normally get into this kind of stuff. It's definitely like, it's a good pop punk album, but it's not my normal. But it's really good. I think it's just a solid album throughout. I hope nothing but great things for this band and my boy Devin Kay. But what'd you guys think?
The sound reminded me of like when I graduated high school and was in like community college, and then when I went to SCAD, like that sort of music that was out that I was listening to. The sort of, I don't know, emo, screamo, sort of Blink-182, and kind of going into hardcore. I enjoyed it, man. I thought it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. It was like one of the few ones where I started like just listening to everything else that they've been putting out too.
Cool.
Shit. Yeah, I liked it. It's been a while since I listened to pop punk. I mean, I definitely was part of that whole Blink-182 shit that was popular when I was in high school. And then it became really not cool after a while. But it's cool to see like a band doing this in an era where, I mean, fuck, I don't even know what the fuck is popular anymore, either in like really popular circles or even in like hardcore scene or whatever. I don't even know what's going on anymore, to be honest with you, but it's cool to see that guy bring it back, and he's really good at it. Is he like the lead, like songwriter, composer, or whatever?
No, he's just like the second guitarist, I guess. I think he's probably like lead guitarist, and he does some vocals on it. They're the more whiny ones on it.
Okay.
Like he does a lot of backing stuff. But I don't know how I didn't ask him how much input he actually had like songwriting on this one, but I think it's like I forget the lead singer's name, but I think his band Devin K and the Solutions, shout out. Also check them out because that's his like Chicago band with my boy Campy also who plays bass. He I think they toured with him or they played and then they just hit it off and they needed another guitarist or something like that. And he was like, all right, I'll do it, whatever. And they had a little bit more of a following than like Devin K and the Solutions did, so he's just been touring with those dudes. And I think on Brainless Child, which was the album before this, and then or Brainless God maybe, I think that's what it's called. I feel like on those last two, he's probably had more of an input as a part of the band than the other stuff. But yeah, I didn't ask him. I was just like went and saw. I hadn't seen him in like 4 or 5 years, so it's more of a, you know, hanging out, chatting with, and then watching his band play. But I did ask him because like a couple of days before, they did open for Blink-182 to a fucking ridiculous amount of people, thousands upon thousands of people. And I was like, how was that? And he was like, he was like, we sounded shittier than we've ever sounded. Like, because the equipment was so nice. He's like, you can kind of get away with playing shitty in a small club like we're about to play because the sound system's shit. But when you're like opening from Blink-182, everyone hears how bad you are at this point. And I was like, yeah, you guys are pretty shitty. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It was fun. I thought it would be something fun to do. It was just kind of shout out to my boy and have you guys hear something new that still kind of under the radar at the moment. You know, they did just get signed to Fat Records, which is a pretty big step. And who knows what's next for him. So maybe we can get Devin K on here once he's done touring and whatnot.
That'd be awesome.
So.
Wait, so Stefan, what'd you think, man?
I only listened to the first little bit of it today. I kept forgetting to listen to it. My bad.
All right. So first impressions?
But like it definitely, like what Joey is saying, it reminds me of like something I might have caught wind of back during SCAD days. It's definitely not like my flavor now, but I'm gonna give it a better listen from hearing what you guys have to say about it. Because it did like catch me like right away, but then I kind of like, you know, my brain went to all these other bands. I was reminded of like Motion City Soundtrack and what other bands do you have? Like
Big Wig.
Yeah, Big Wig and like the pop punk stuff. And so I got to give it a better listen because I really can't say anything that would do it justice as of yet.
It's a great Superhouse album because it talks about drinking, doing drugs, and zombies. It's like everything we love.
Nice.
And like having problems with like talking to girls and relationships. So
it's like Fight Paris was the ultimate Superhouse band at the time because that was like all that shit you just mentioned, but metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was nuts, dude.
That was a fucking crazy ass party, dude.
They were like tearing up our floor and shit, like. Oh
keep
man.
Our deposit. We do not need that back. We are sorry for what we've done.
We won't even ask for it. Yeah, that shit was nuts. Cool, bro. Well, what else we got? Is that gonna be it?
The next album for next Sunday is a band called Wrong, and it is self-titled. I've been listening to this for like weeks straight, and I love it a lot. It took me a little bit to get into it. I was not super into the vocal at first, but just a really cool album to come out this year. So very interested to see what you guys think about it.
Cool, and that's like Right and Wrong. That Wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We have put a playlist from Spotify, a Maddie's Music playlist on Spotify, and the link is on there. So if you have Spotify, just click on that, and you can see everything on there that we've been listening to, and you can listen along with us. I'm gonna put Wrong up there, up on that list soon, and that'll be it. Shit, guys, maybe we reached the end.
We did it. Another one down.
Another one down.
Yes.
Episode 22. And
Yeah.
hey, James, man, you wanna lead us out?
Well, I haven't been here for so long. It's like I don't even know what you're doing.
All you got to do is say, "That's it. This has been episode 22."
All right. Well,
This is
that's
James.
it. That's it. This is episode 22 of Superhouse Podcast. This is James signing off.
This is Andrew signing off.
Joey signing off.
Stefan signing off.
This is Maddie. This episode is over.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.